Hello everybody, it's your residential brickologist LEGO Lee here with another throwback LEGO Star Wars set review. Today we have set number 8091 Republic Swamp Speeder from 2010. This set used to retail for about $30 here in the United States, where it was a Toys R Us exclusive. Rest in peace, true. Adjusted for inflation, that price in 2023 is approximately $42, which is a big oof when you see the piece count of this set is only 176 pieces. Here is a front look at your abnormally large box, and there is a quick look at the back of the packaging as well. This set includes one rather small instruction manual with 54 pages of building, and the back of course has some advertisements for other 2010 sets, but also some 2009 sets as well. And look at these posters. I wish LEGO Star Wars still did stuff like that. It looks so cool. I especially love the one with the Venator here. This is fantastic. A rather speedy build later, and you have the completed set here. 5 minifigures and only one build. Let's look at the figs first, and then take a closer look at the Swamp Speeder. The first two figures included with this set here are battle droids. Look, these guys are really great designs. There's a reason LEGO hasn't really changed this design a whole lot since 1999, but I think any big LEGO Star Wars fan probably has tons of these things. Nothing to talk about here. The same kind of goes for the Super Battle Droid, but these things come in a lot less sets, and they haven't come in any sets in recent years, so they're actually becoming a little bit more rare. However, they did come in over 10 sets, so it's still pretty easy to acquire them, albeit they look very good. One single Phase 2 Clone Trooper is included in this set, which is very irritating to me because the vehicle in question here has 2 seats for 2 pilots. So it's a huge miss, in my opinion, for LEGO to only include one clone in this set. However, this clone is actually 100% exclusive to this set because of the unique printing. Now, this figure in question is using the 2005 Phase 2 clone helmet, which has the visor with the slit where you can see the black head underneath. I'm not a big fan of this helmet. I have some nostalgia for it, but I just don't think it looks all that accurate. Mine is also kind of misprinted, as you might be able to tell. If anybody wants this misprint, hit me up. I'd be willing to sell it. The torso print looks good, the back print looks good, but it's definitely an outdated clone trooper, and it's extremely annoying you only got one in this set. Finally, for minifigures, here was the first ever version of Barriss Offee in LEGO form, and she looks very good. Nothing crazy with her printing, but it gets the job done. I do think her face print looks absolutely fantastic. I love that. And of course, she has the blue lightsaber. Now, LEGO has remade this character a couple of times. Actually, this particular figure later in 2010 came in a magnet set, which was kind of a punch in the face for anybody that got this set just for this figure to come in a much cheaper magnet set. Very annoying on LEGO's part. And they remade her in the Clone Wars version in 2012 in the Geonosian Canon set, and they also included her in a battle pack in 2018, the Jedi and Clone Troopers battle pack, so she's actually been a relatively easy character to get in some cheaper sets than this, but it was very cool at the time to finally get Barriss Offee in minifigure form. Unfortunately though, no detail from the back. Now we can focus on the main attraction, the Republic Swamp Speeder itself, which is also known as the Infantry Support Platform, ISP, but honestly I think LEGO changing the name of this vehicle actually is a little catchier in this case. One of the reasons I decided to review this set now in particular is because we just got our first look at the new version of the Republic Swamp Speeder coming summer 2023. Now, to give you a brief history of this particular vehicle in LEGO form, the first version came with the 2005 Wookiee Catamaran set, which is extremely valuable now, although that build looks a bit archaic by today's standards. We also got a version of this vehicle rather downsized in the 2014 Kashyyyk Troopers Battle Pack set that looked pretty good, albeit very small, and that one is kind of similar to the new version here in 2023. Of all the different variants of this vehicle in LEGO form, I think this is actually the best one. When comparing this vehicle to the source material, it looks a little bit off, but I do want to say I think it's a rather oblong and oddly shaped vehicle in the Star Wars universe, and recreating it in LEGO at minifig scale would be extremely difficult under the confines of a normal LEGO playset. So with what LEGO was given, especially in the year 2010, I think they actually kind of nailed it. The vehicle is primarily gray, but there is enough dark red accents here to spice things up a bit, and I like how this essentially is kind of like a hovercraft or an airboat like you would see in the swamps of Florida here in the United States. I think that is really cool and very unique for the Star Wars universe. The back engine here is a simple and very effective design that can move back and forth like so. Now, this playability function doesn't end with just this engine. You see, when you twist the engine, it also twists the guns at the front of the vehicle. How cool is that? These blasters use the telescope piece and look pretty good, but of course this was 2010, so obviously these were flick fire missiles. Now, I hate it when flick fire missiles are actually like launching off the actual blaster. That is so weird and kind of ruins the look of your vehicle once the missile is launched. So not crazy about that, but it's not a huge thing to ignore. But the fun of that function doesn't stop there. You can see the Technic underbelly of this vehicle. When you twist this, it moves the guns and it moves the front wheels, which are really cool. Gives it the appearance that it's hovering, so you can actually, move this along like a car. And then when you do this, it gives it a turning motion. I mean, that is just one heck of a well-engineered but very simple playability function for this set. That's really it for features with this set, but it also has some good aesthetics and designs. I like this design right here. That is very well done and actually fairly stable. Additionally, I like these as well. You can also kind of adjust those, but I'm not a huge fan of the clear back stickers. Those look to me. What isn't here is the detail for the cockpit. There's a lot more going on here than I would normally expect for a set of this size. There is a sticker control panel in the middle, there are printed consoles here, there are joysticks on either side, a full chair, details around there, and it's duplicated on either side. I mean, wow, that is a really detailed cockpit for this Republic Swamp Speeder, and of course you can put your clone trooper in there, if only LEGO included a second one to man it on the other side, which would have completed the look of this vehicle. Alright everybody, it's time for the final verdict here for the 2010 Republic Swamp Speeder. I feel like the close-up segment of this review was extremely positive. I hyped up this vehicle, I said it's the best version of this particular vehicle ever in LEGO form. I had very few complaints, which is why it may come as a surprise to many of you that I'm not going to recommend this set. I don't think price should be the end-all be-all when it comes to LEGO Star Wars like some people do. If you want something, you should buy it, and if it's expensive, you know what, that sucks, but if you really want it, it's going to be worth it in the long run. However, the price of this set is so egregiously horrible on so many levels that it kind of kills any momentum this set had. So firstly, let's talk about the value of this set for retail in 2010. $30 for 176 pieces is a horrible price to part ratio. Yeah, you get 5 figs, but 3 of them are droids, so who really cares there? And there's like no new special molds or anything. Now, the value here when it comes to size is somehow even worse. I mentioned earlier in the review the box is rather large. Well, here is the Swamp Speeder compared to the box. It looks so tiny. It is dwarfed by the box of this set, and I feel like if I bought this set back in the day on the shelf, I would think it'd be about the size it is in the box, but it's like 1/3 that size. I would just be so let down. So the price was bad in 2010. Adjusted for inflation, $42 makes it look way, way worse. And it's not much better when it comes to aftermarkets. Now, thankfully, it hasn't gone up crazy amounts in price, but it's worth about $67 sealed, which is more than double the original retail, but you can get it used for about half of that, which is around the original retail value. So if you really want this vehicle, You can get it for retail, but I wouldn't even really recommend it for its retail price. I know I'm ranting a lot about the price of this set, but I think this is one of the worst values in the history of LEGO Star Wars. Here is one final nail in the coffin for the value of this set. Here's a comparison to the 2022 Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter set, which retails for $30 US in 2022. Man, it is way smaller than that vehicle. And one final thing, the $35 Pirate Snubfighter from 2023, which really isn't a good value in 2023, is still way bigger than this vehicle, and it's less expensive when you adjust the original price of this set for inflation. This has to be one of the worst deals in the history of LEGO Star Wars. So yeah, build good, price horrendously, historically awful, which is why this set is only going to get a 6.5 out of 10. All of those points are from the build of this set, because the figures here aren't that great, like I mentioned, the price is horrible, but the build is really darn good. So it's actually going to get a decently positive score despite all of those other subtracting factors. So all in all, this is a decent set, but I just can't recommend it for the value of what you get here. Those are just my thoughts though. I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my review of this set. Subscribe for more LEGO Star Wars throwback set reviews. I hope to see you guys next time. Have a blessed day. Peace out. God bless. Bye-bye.